Welcome back to Uplifting Sharing series. We have talked about unity, professionalism, and love. Today we are going to talk about letter I. The first letter I stands for innovation. Innovation is about constantly challenge ourselves to create, develop, and implement new and original ideas to bring valuable outcomes. There are several key points here. Number one, constantly challenge ourselves to create, develop, and implement. We always get used to doing it the same way or the same routine, but if you want to live out innovation, if you want to really innovate, we have to challenge ourselves to do something, to create something, to develop something, to implement something. And key point number two, new and original ideas. We have to do something new, and we always appreciate original ideas. The authenticity of the ideas is very important. And key point number three, we hope that when we create these new and original ideas, we hope it brings valuable outcomes. If the idea is new and originally from you, but it doesn't bring any valuable outcomes, for us, it doesn't really mean innovation. It doesn't really hit the standard of innovation in Melody. And when everyone implement innovation in the workplace, here are the scenarios that we wish to see, to hear, and to feel. And how do we actually practically innovate in Melody? Here are the three ways. Number one, open-minded. Be open-minded to accept extraordinary ideas. So this is the first key to innovation. The roadblock to innovation is that we want to keep it our own way or our own ways. And when there are new ideas, there are some creative ideas, some extraordinary ideas, we just tend to reject it. So the first is we have to open our mind, open our heart, try to accept extraordinary ideas, try to accept new ideas. When the new idea kicks in, try to accept it, try to filter it and digest it. So the first move is not to just reject it straight away. You try to embrace it, acknowledge it, and we see how practical it is to actually implement in our workplace. So this is number one, the first way of innovation. Number two, take risks, because innovation involves risk taking. Innovation is about doing something new, and when we want to do something new, there is always a risk, but it has to be appropriate and sensible. If it is going to bring something bad to your classroom, it's going to hurt the school, it's going to impact the school badly, impact the workplace badly, then that is not the risk that we want to take. We have to take risks, but it has to be appropriate and sensible. And how and what can we innovate? Our teaching method, the way of conducting activity. When we are so seasoned in teaching, sometimes we just want to stick with the old ways, the way that we always use, the way that we always teach. But when we talk about innovation, sometimes we can think of something new, the new way of teaching, the new way of teaching the same lesson, the new way of conducting the class, or a new way to actually organize that activity. It doesn't have to just follow last year's practice or the previous year's practice. Let's create something new. Let's do it differently. Let's create some innovation in our workplace, in whatever we do. So here are the three practical ways that we can do to implement innovation in Melody. I hope this is helpful, and we wish to see more innovation in Melody Candyland. This is my sharing today. See you next week.